Hello friends, welcome to BISP Solutions. Myself Ashwin and I work as a technical consultant at BISP Solutions. BISP Solutions is a tech company and provide technological solutions across the world. Now in this video, I am going to show you how we can predict the book published data. For example, we are having book data. We are having some records of books in which publishers and authors, everything is there. Now we are having the historical data of publishing of books, right? So now applying this technique, how we are going to predict, and we will see which algorithm is best suited to predict for book publishing method, right? So now let's have some practical. Let me show you. See here in my NetSuite, there is a books data, right? In this books data, I am having several records of books, right? So I have downloaded this books data, right? Now here you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. I'm going to open a interactive Python notebook, right? Here, Jupyter notebook. Okay. Now, first of all, let's start the process of prediction. First, what we will do, we will first read the read the CSV, then we will see the historical data, we will clean the data, massage the data, and then ultimately, finally, we will do, we will predict. So let's start working on it. So first of all, what we need to do, as usual, we need to import all the libraries, right? All the libraries. So what we need to do here, just import all the libraries, hitting the enter button. Okay. Now, after that, I'm going to read the CSV file and put it into the data frame. So here is the path of my CSV file, right? And then hitting the enter button, look at this. This is what I have received, right? In this complete book data, right? Total 1070 rows are there. Okay. Now let's see the information related to this data frame, that is not null, not null. That means there is no null. That means all the records are full, right? There is no empty cell in that. Okay. So now let's do it. Now come here. Here we will see columns to drop. Now few columns are very unnecessary. So we have to drop this, like index. Let's see this index. And then what next? Index, language code, and sales rank. Index, language code. This is not useful for us. Okay. And similarly, sales rank is also not useful for us. So let's remove them. And then again, we will see here index and sales rank is not there, right? So what we have done here, df dot drop and columns to drop. Look at this, axis equal to 1, in place 2, right? So this is how we remove the unnecessary columns, right? Then again, we have to check. We have to check, is there any null? So you will see here, there is no null, right? All these 0, you can see here 0. So df dot drop NA, you have to do this. And then df, hit the enter button. Okay. Now check for duplicates also. Whether there are some duplicates, we have to check the duplicates also. So what happens here? df dot drop duplicates. Okay, we have removed the duplicates. That is why now previously you can see here 1070 rows are there. Now 1047 rows are there, right? So in this way, duplicates are removed. Then reset the index. We have to reset the index also. So let's reset the index, and now df. Okay, the index is reset. Now df. Okay, now let's check it out. df here. Let me show you. df, we have created one more column, replace of generation fiction and fiction. We have replaced this with dfgenr, right? Generation. So changing column name, we are going to change the all the column names, because these column names are not like we have to change the column names, like books average rating. So book AVG rating. It is for our convenience purpose. So what we have done here, we have changed all the header names, right? Now, what next? Then we have to plot the figure. Okay, we have to plot the figure. So let's plot the figure here. Right now, we are just doing the data cleaning. We are not doing any type of algorithm. So correlation between number of ratings and average book rating, right? So this is what we have plot the data. We have just plot the data. Now, similarly, top authors. You can see here top authors. This is for total rating, right? Correlation between number and rating, and this is for top authors. Let's check it out here. Look at this. These are the top authors we have identified. After that, after that, let's see for books sold, units sold, right? So let's check it out for units sold. So this is the book and these are the units sold. That means top 10 best selling books. Here what we have done, X label, Y label, these are the labels, titles. And here you can see top books by unit sold, name, top books by unit sold, and the color is green. So here we have plotted the diagram here, right? So in this way, we are just plotting the data. We are just plotting the data, right? So let's do this also. Look at this distribution of book ratings given by readers. So these are the book ratings given by the readers. Okay. Now, our next step will be plotting of trends, right? Total trends of units sold. So what if I have done here? Books last 100 years, publishing years, and maximum minus 100. And then we are just plotting publishing years along with the units sold. Look at this. In 1920, these are the units sold. So at the time of 2020, between 2020, 2000 to 2020, that means near about 2011, maximum books are sold at this point, right? So this is what we have plotted. We can plot any type of data as per the requirement. Now, what we are going to do next? Average sales price. Okay, so let's see average sales price. So what I have done here, publishing price mean, right? So we have taken out the data and then we have plotted the average in 1920, 1940, and all these are the average trend of average sales price of books over the last 100 years. Okay. Now our next step is let's type the data first, right? So this is our data, Excel data, or we can say the data frame. Now we are dropping some columns. What we are dropping? Name and author. We don't need the name and author of the book. Okay. So just drop this. Okay. Now we are having very limited columns. Okay. So now let's take. Okay. One more thing is there. While working on it, we have to have the data completely numerical. Now you can see author rating, publishers. These are some words, right? English words. So we want numerical data only, not a string data. So what we have done here, get dummies, right? So we have created the dummies here. So you can see book average rating, author rating is not there, right? So whatever the words are there, we have removed them. Then our next target is now our algorithm begins here. As per our last videos, we can say that X drop NA unit sold. Now unit sold is taken in the Y unit. Now listen carefully from this point. So far we have done only the data cleansing and massaging and plotting the data. Now here the real thing comes, that is the algorithm. Now X df dot drop NA unit sold. Now see here units are sold. Where is that units are sold? These are the dummies that we have created for 0 and 1, right? Now look at this, units sold, this unit sold. We have taken it into the Y variable and remaining everything will be in the X variable, right? So this is how we get the data. After this, now let's see this. Let's type X dot head, X dot head. Okay. So these are the headers. These are top 5, right? Now let's start with train and test algorithm. So Now this is you are familiar with X train, X test, Y train, Y test, train test split, X comma Y test size 25. That means 25% data will be taken for testing and remaining everything will be taken for training purpose, right? Random status is 0. Why? Because it will prevent it to refresh again and again, right? Refresh the data. Then extend shape, y x test shape. So we have extracted the shape. These are the rows and these are the columns. Okay. Now what we are going to do here, linear regression. We are going to apply the linear regression now. So here, look at this linear regression we have applied. Now we have to apply the prediction. We have to get the prediction here. Look at this. This is the linear regression prediction, that is 0.084, right? Now SNS regression plot. We are now plotting the regression. Look at this. Now it is not that much accurate. You can see here 0.84, 0.8, right? 0.084. So this is not that much accurate. So what we are going to do here now, next is model .dtr decision tree, right? Now let's take the decision tree algorithm. So here decision tree algorithm is taken. Now y prediction and x prediction is taken out. So here you can see y prediction DTR and x test. Okay. So now look at this -84. Okay. And then random forest regression. Let's apply for random forest regression. Here you can see random forest regression. Okay, random forest regression is done. Now y prediction, right? Okay, 25. So in this way, what we have done first, let's have a quick recap here. Let's have a quick recap here. What we have done here, first of all, taken all the libraries. We have taken all the libraries. Then we have read the book, the CSV file. After that, we have checked whether there is a null or non-null, right? Then after that, some columns was removed. Okay. Then some blanks are removed. After that, here reset index, we have done the indexing again. After that, we have seen that all the names of the headers should be changed, so we change the headers. After that, again we have taken the plotting policy, so we are now plotting the data. This is just for our understanding. So now top authors, these are the top authors, these are the top cities where books are most sold, right? Now let's come to here plot. Now here from here you can see X plot, plotting of book of average rating. So you have plotted here the image. After that, books of 100 years, okay. Year and year, based on the year how many books are sold, based on the average how many books were sold as an average, here we have plotted, right? So far we have done the cleansing and massaging of data, then the plotting of the data column, which column to drop. So this is what we are dropping the data also, right? Getting the dummies means replacing the English words with the number, right? Variable number. After that, units sold, how many units sold are there? Then look at this, this is y value, right? After that, this is x head means this. Now, X train, X test, Y train, Y tests. Look at this. Then split. We have splitted the data and extracted the shape. After that, linear regression model was used to show the data. Then we have done linear prediction also. So this shows 0.084, which is not that much perfect. And that is why we have plotted this. You can see here, it is not touching any of the dots. Only few dots are there. Then we see the decision tree regression. Now in this, what we have done, we have again predicted the data and it is showing -84. Okay. Now random forest. Now look at this random forest. We have applied for random forest also. So model dot fit extend y traced, right? By extend y train. After that, with the help of random forest also, we have here y predict random forest model, random forest predict. So this is the prediction value, it's 25. That means out of all these random forest prediction is much better as compared to the remaining two. So in this way, we can predict the future of books published, right? Suppose in a particular year, your books were sold less. So in a particular year, your books were sold on high quantity. So in that case, there should be a algorithm that can predict. So this is what I have explained you, the algorithm of prediction, right? Yeah. So now, if you have any doubt, you can, I recommend you to practice this, and after having a doubt, you can put it on the comment box. I will resolve them. So this is how, this is another process, and we will meet in our next session with some other topics, right? And if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will get the notification of new videos. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching the video.